Uh, as you all know, the atrocity has been kept on hold. The crime has been committed by the Israeli aggression. Our people are mourning their loved one, the one they lost. Our friends, our brothers are showing their solidarity, condolences to us, while their allies are praising them. This has been going on since 1948, since the day that Israel was established on our homeland, on our territory, in our villages, on our cities, on our land. And as you all know, we were driven out forcibly by our country in 1948. We expedited to the periphery, Palestine, and since then we are refugees. Maybe you can imagine the kind of suffering that we have been going through, as our brothers, the Rohingya, suffer the same way. But they are still junior, we are senior. We've been refugees for a very long time now. It seems to be the system of the world. It's always like this. It's good versus evil, evil versus good. But the good thing that Bangladesh has chose the right place to stand with justice against injustice. And that's why we have received a great support from your people as well as from your government. But the kind of support that we have received from the normal people, the poor, middle class, the rich, all sorts of people in the society have expressed their support and solidarity in different ways, and all are very much appreciated. I'm overwhelming with the kind of support that I have received during the last 2 weeks. I could never imagine that the people of Bangladesh are so much dedicated and committed to the Palestinian issue and the Palestinian cause, and they feel the suffering of our people. They heard our cry and they respond in different ways. We really, people of Bangladesh, we are unable to really show our gratitude to you, but inshallah the day will come when we are able to pay you back after Palestine is being liberated, after we are able to go back and to establish our own independent state, the state of Palestine. I have to clear one very sensitive issue. Gaza Strip is under siege for almost 14 years now. From the land, from the sea, and from the air. And it is called the biggest prison in the world. The only thing fresh they can get is the air. The only thing they can is to breathe normal air. So the people who made their donation to the Palestine Embassy or through Palestine Embassy, they have the right to know how their money is going to be spent. Since Gaza is under siege and we are not able to send money to Gaza because it's forbidden, we have consulted with the medical team who is doing the greatest work in Gaza, and they inform me that they need medical equipment to be sent to the hospitals in Gaza Strip, and we have received lists of those medical equipment that we have received, for disposable equipment, for the lab supplies, and for other medical equipment that they need desperately. So we thought that with all the donation, with all the money, that we have collected, and we are still receiving people until this day, until this moment. Still people are donating more and more money. We will, with all the money, we will be paying for the company who will provide those medical equipment to Gaza Strip. So this is the thing that we're going to do, and your money is going there, so that not only the people who were affected by this war, all the people in Gaza Strip, the 2 million people, will benefit from your money and from your donation. And you will be appreciated, your support will be appreciated highly among all the Palestinians wherever they are in this world. It will be also praised and appreciated by the government of Palestine, by the people in Gaza, in West Bank, in Jerusalem mainly, and outside. There was some debates on social media that the embassy of the state of Palestine does not represent the people in Gaza, they represent the people in West Bank. Some people were saying that, and some people they have some kind of not mistrust. We wanted to clear an issue here. We have never asked the people to do the donation. The people themselves, they took the initiative, and they requested the embassy with 21,000 messages, email, telephone call, and so on, that we need to donate for Palestine and we want to help Palestine. And that's why we have provided the people with the facilities how to be done. So we request those people put this information on the internet to be more accurate. The embassy of the state of Palestine, wherever it is, we have 102 embassies in the worldwide. The embassy of the state of Palestine represent each and every Palestinian in West Bank, in Gaza Strip, in Palestine of 1948, what they call Israel today, in the refugee camps, Gaza Strip mainly, all the Palestinian. This is the house of all the Palestinian in the world, wherever they are. And that's why we have students, for example, almost 120 students in Bangladesh. 90% of those students came from Gaza Strip and came through the embassy. So if we represent only one part, we will bring students from that part only. So please try to be more accurate, because the Israeli, from day one, they want to split the people, the Palestinian people. And we don't want to help them to do that. We want to be united, and we need your help for that. So do not spread this fake information which will help the Israeli policy and endanger our intent of being a united nation. All the Palestinians in Gaza and in West Bank, in Jerusalem and outside, we all under one flag, the same strategy. We all want Palestine to be liberated, all of us. We have different understanding of how to be liberated, that is true, because we all are human beings and we have different thoughts, different opinion, and we should respect each other for that. But this war, if one thing was good out of it, the outcome was all the Palestinians were united, and that is something we are grateful for it. So there is no more difference between this movement or that movement. We all are liberation, national liberation movement, to struggle for the liberation of the Palestinian people and the Palestinian land. I hope that will be understood for everybody, and our people, our great nation in Bangladesh who supported us, they know now where your money is going. We have also a committee from 7 people, very well known people. I will not give you the name now, because maybe they might not wanted their name to be disclosed. This committee will be controlling and supervising how the money will be and where the money will be transferred. And when the people in Gaza received all that, It will be documented, and we will provide the media with those documents so they can publish it, so the people can feel more safe that their money went to the right place and the right people get benefit from. If anyone have a question, you are free to ask any question you wish without any hesitation.
How many money you will rise from Bangladesh?
We don't know yet, because the amount of money you mean.
Yes,
We have received a lot of money in Bengali currency, of course, more than we expect, because the quantity of people who have donated, it's uncountable. It's huge. We are unable to find out because we are doing it through the different platform, Bcash and UPay and Nugget and Rocket, and we have also 2 bank accounts, and the quantity of people that they're making the donation is much more than we are able to count. And we receive also messages, email, people come to the embassy, but we are documenting everything in document. For example, people who came here, every person received a receipt, and we took the telephone number and the name of each and every person who donated, even for those people who paid 5 taka, and their money, by the way. And those are the most, for me, appreciated, because I know how much 5 taka for them means, but still they took it from their pocket and they gave it to us. That is something we highly appreciate. Societies, as I said, in Bangladesh, the poor paid, the middle class paid, and the rich people paid. So we will, of course, after it's over, we will try to provide the media with everything in more details. But since still people are doing that, we don't know how much we have in the bank, we don't know how much the Bcash, except we have received messages, and the messages are too much, more than you expect. I just wanted to add one thing, that not only the people of Bangladesh who is living in Bangladesh have donated, the people who are working in different places in the world, they also made their donation. Especially, I was surprised, especially the people of Bangladesh who work in Malaysia, for example, the people who work in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Oman, in Qatar, in Bahrain, the people who were working in Italy, in Spain, different places. USA, I received messages from people from almost 13 or 14 countries in the world, and they did all their donation. They are Bengali. This is Bangladesh, and this is the people of Bangladesh. You have such amazing principle that we cannot compare anyone with you people. I'm saying that from my heart. It's not a lip service, it's true. You are a magnificent people, and we'll never forget your support. We will never forget your solidarity. We will never forget your principled attitude toward the Palestinian people. One final thing I want to say: we will never give up, no matter how the price is going to be heavy for us, because Palestine is very dear to us, and the people of Palestine will sacrifice everything valuable for the sake of Palestine and for the sake of freedom, and mainly for the sake of the first Qibla of Islam.
So no money is sent for affected people till now? No money yet not sent for affected people?
No, money will not be sent. We cannot send money. We told most of the people who came, we cannot send money. No one can do that. The only way is to help, is that we provide them with all the money that we will collect with medical equipment, because they need it the most.
How do you send the medical equipment? By the year? How do you send the medical equipment in?
I am not sending the medical equipment. I'm sending the money to the company who will provide the medical equipment, because those company, they have access how to deliver those, because they have done it before and they will do it again and again. I cannot send. I cannot. I can only provide this company the money. I can make the transfer from Bangladesh. The same bank which receiving, the same bank will send the money to that company. And those committee in Gaza, they will make the deal with this company. They will just inform me the name of the company and the amount that I need to send.
Did you hear any comment about our new addition in our passport, Bangladeshi passport, and our minister explained our position? Your comments.
Just last year, our passport written by this passport is valid except Israel.
I know that. I have the copy. I have the copy of your passport, which says valid for all countries of the world except Israel.
Except Israel.
Right now,
And you plus another 13 countries have the same passport.
right now the decision is changed.
They have changed. They have removed
Israel.
except Israel.
Yeah.
They have. Well, I did not receive this news, frankly speaking, with happiness or with joy. I received it. I was sad to see the news. Even though I thank the Honorable Foreign Minister who tried to explain the situation and to clarify the position of Bangladesh, and he assured everybody that nothing has changed in the foreign policy of Bangladesh related to the Middle East, and that still the Bangladeshi citizen are not able to go or forbidden to go to Israel. Politically, this is good enough for me. But there is one issue here, I think you all know about it, that this news came immediately after atrocity has been kept on hold, and I thought that it should not have been done, because at least the blood of our children is not dried yet, and it was received in Israel in a way like it was a reward. And they have tweeted on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as you all know, they tweeted that the next step for Bangladesh, they wish it will be a diplomatic relation. So that's why it didn't send a clear message to Israel. It was sent, a wrong message was sent to Israel. And after this incident, after the crime is committed, after atrocity, after we face this suffering, it was not the right time at all. And I believe that it should have been later on, because normally if Israel would commit something good to the peace process, maybe they can be rewarded in this way. But since they have done what they have done, and you have seen all the footage of the Palestinian people who lost their families and so on, the houses destroyed and all this, I think it wasn't the right time at all. And in principle, it was not the right move at all also. So we hope, we sincerely hope that they will revise this decision and keep this sentence in the passport, because this also represents a very, very good support to the people of Palestine.
So this is unacceptable for you?
It is unacceptable, obviously it is. It cannot be acceptable for us. But finally, Bangladesh is a sovereign state, and that we respect. Since you ask about my feeling, and the majority of the Palestinian people, I am being frank with you to tell you my feeling that it is unacceptable. But finally, you have a government, sovereign government, who have the right to take any decision. We can only request the government to revise the decision, and we hope they will. But when they leave Palestine, they leave with completely different opinion. They support Palestine, especially the European, the American too, because they see things on the ground. They see the reality. They feel it. And they all, because the media, unfortunately, in America is also not fair at all. They show and they say what the Jewish lobby wants them to say. So that's why people are ignorant. But you, other people, I mean like your people, Mormon, Muslim nation and so on, they have the right coverage, and that's why they have the feeling, because it's like you're living there. You're just like, you're suffering also with us. You share this suffering with us. There is one related to your thing today. I had a long discussion with the newly appointed ambassador at large on a minister level to the Prime Minister office, Ziauddin, His Excellency. He confirmed one important issue, that the Prime Minister will never change the position of Bangladesh and the support for the Palestinian people, and the support will always be there, and there will be no relation with Israel in the future as long as there is no state for Palestinian, and that the Palestinian does not have their full right. That was confirmed by him, and that is also appreciated very much. We just wanted to hint one issue to some people, very, very few people who might have certain interest, personal interest. That's what we just a little bit worry about. So those people might encourage that Bangladesh to take the second step and third step and so on. And we hope those people will be halted. They will not be allowed to continue to do what they're doing. And they're very, very, very few.
Your Excellency, except Bangladesh, what about the response from other countries, other countries?
Could you please repeat? Yes.
Yep. Except Bangladesh, what about the response from other countries?
We have, no, Bangladesh was very special, really very special. I mean, the people of Bangladesh, I mean, the normal people who made all this donation. Because Bangladesh, with all the economy is growing fast in Bangladesh, but still there is at least 20% of the people of Bangladesh are below the poverty level, and still even those 20% they donated money for Palestine. So that's why I call it unprecedented. Never. From the most of the Muslim world, if not all of the Muslim world and the people, full support. From the people, full support. We have received support from people much more than we receive support from their governments. But obviously, most of the governments, maybe all member of OIC, they express their support to the Palestinian people. Look, brother, when the picture is very clear. It was very clear to the West. It was the first time that we ever have 25 congressmen goes in solidarity with the Palestinian against the atrocity of Israel. It never happened in America. Never happened. 25 congressmen, and the number was mounting. So it's, when you see the picture is clear, dead baby here, dead baby there, and a family of 4 people, mother, father, son and daughter, all they slept in their house peacefully. They didn't wake up because their house was destroyed on their head. We have another 2 family, Abu Hatab family, they lost 4 children. Can you imagine what does it mean by losing 4 brothers or 4 sisters or 4 of your children? What does it mean? I mean, people will ask question, what kind of human they are? This pilot there in the jet, in the F-15 or F-16, the American advanced weapon, how does he think after he discovers that he killed those children? What does he feel? The question of the people, doesn't he have a feeling? Even if he chose to be your enemy, he's your enemy. But finally, when he discovered that he killed 2-year-old baby, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 years old, how does he feel?
Question of humanity.
That's what we say.